Get out and enjoy them. Just give it a few hours here, though, because we're still feeling the chill right now. But today is the day that we get a bigger turnaround, and we don't look back from here. Currently, that we have now just dropped below 40 degrees for the first time in Atlanta this morning at 39. We won't stay there long now that the sun is up. Still some 20s in parts of the mountains, but mostly 30s near and above freezing, and certainly approaching the peak of pollen season as the pollen counts have been high or extremely high every day so far this week. But the temperatures are moving higher, and that's going to be the nice part of this. If this little taste of winter we've had the last couple of days isn't your cup of tea, well, we're going to get into the upper 60s this afternoon with sunny skies. That means we're near normal today, but we are absolutely going well beyond that into the weekend. We'll take a closer look at that weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes. Natalie?
Joanne, thank you. We are getting you out to the downtown connector. Live look at the Grady Curve if you're headed from Langford Parkway to the Brookwood Interchange. Typical trip time about 16 minutes, so not bad at all. The big three, those major ones, if you're headed into town, are all yellow. And about the same, your heaviest, though, through Alpharetta on 400, about 27 minutes from Old Milton to the top end, and your lightest through Gwinnett, 20 minutes on 85 from Highway 316 to the perimeter. Buck?
Natalie, thank you. 8:01 your time. Georgia lawmakers are taking steps to slow rising gas prices.
The House of Representatives passed a bill to temporarily suspend the state's gas tax. The move still needs to be approved by the Senate and signed by Governor Kemp before drivers will start to see the relief at the pumps.
Yeah, good days. Mark Tigner is live at a DeKalb County QT with that story. No relief at the pump there, Mark.
No, certainly not. I'm going to step out. You can take a look. $3.89.9, and that is for a regular. And statewide, the gas prices just keep going up and up and up. AAA saying this morning the gas price is $3.76 here in Georgia. That's a 4-cent increase from yesterday alone, and $1.06 from a month ago.
Georgians need relief at the gas pump.
And that relief could be on the way. Wednesday, the Georgia House approved a temporary suspension of the state's gas tax. The move is designed to slow the spike in prices that have taken place since the U.S. and Israel began bombing Iran.
Gas prices are up about $1 that I've seen. We're going to put a suspension on the Georgia gas tax for 60 days.
If approved by the state Senate and signed into law by Governor Kemp, the bill would save drivers 34 cents a gallon.
That saves the average Georgian probably about $5 or $6 when they fill up.
Last week, Governor Kemp said he was taking a wait-and-see approach before deciding if the gas tax should be suspended.
We're just going to continue to watch the market for a few more days, and then, we'll monitor that as we go.
The move comes after Democrats pushed for a gas tax suspension, arguing the war in Iran was hurting Georgians' bottom line.
Affordability is not just a buzzword. It's something that we're really feeling right now.
Back then, Republican senators said a gas tax suspension could impact the state's coffers.
When we do these fuel tax exemptions, it's got to be backfilled in the budget.
If you want to feel a little better about these terrible high gas prices, just think about the folks in California. They are currently paying $5.61 a gallon. And if you're wondering the cheapest gas in the country, well, that'd be Oklahoma at $3.23. Reporting live from DeKalb County, I'm Mark Teichner for Good Day Atlanta.
All right, Mark, thanks for the latest on that. It's 8:04 now, and Atlanta is strong and on the right track. At least that's the message from Mayor Andre Dickens in his State of the City address. It highlighted success in graduation rates, new investments in affordable housing.
But the mayor says there's more work to be done. Good Day's Lindsay Tuman is live downtown with more on his message. Lindsay, good morning.
Good morning to you, Buck. Yeah, more work to be done, fewer resources to do it all, but that's not putting a stop in Mayor Andre Dickens' plans to really help boost equality throughout the city, something he says is going to take a lot of community buy-in to get done.
Without a doubt, report to you that the state of our city is strong.
That was the resounding message from Mayor Andre Dickens during his State of the City address Wednesday night. He says the city has made tremendous strides in reducing violent crime, creating jobs, affordable housing, and improving infrastructure.
For the past 4 years, we have proven what we can do. We have invested in our people and our neighborhoods.
Mayor Dickens says the work isn't over, though. He wants to see more equality throughout Atlanta.
The most daunting statistic? Every year, 1,200 children were born with a life expectancy 20 years lower than it is in other parts of our city.
That's why the mayor says more needs to be done to help neighborhoods that are lacking access to fresh food, transportation, and health care. The mayor wants to do that in part by generating more money through the tax allocation districts, or TADs, but he says it also takes community buy-in.
All of Atlanta deserves the best of Atlanta. God bless you, and God bless the city of Atlanta. Thank you.
The mayor also made mention of the FIFA World Cup, which is, of course, coming to Atlanta in less than 100 days. He said it's taking a big group effort to make sure that Atlanta is ready to be on the world stage. Reporting live from downtown, I'm Lindsay Tuman for Good Day Atlanta.
All right, Lindsay, thank you. Clayton County Board of Commissioners Chairwoman, Director Alika Anderson Henry delivered the annual State of the County address. Key topics on the agenda included a focus on sustainability, economic development, and education. Dr. Anderson Henry is the first African-American chairwoman of the Clayton County area. She's hopeful that she'll continue putting a focus on unity, progress, and opportunity for all residents. New this morning, a Douglas County family managed to escape overnight from their burning home. They were inside sleeping at the time when they were alerted by the smell of smoke coming from the back of the house. This was on Crowler Drive. Thankfully, everyone's okay. No one was hurt, but the home has serious damage, especially to the roof, and the family's pet cat is unaccounted for.
Well, later this morning, South Fulton Police will hold a news conference to address this week's double shooting that left 2 teens dead. They were found Tuesday night in the Cook's Landing subdivision on Fortune Point. The person who opened fire is still on the loose. A white car was seen being towed from the crime scene. No word on how it could be connected to this, but we do know the names of 2 of the victims, and we have photos for one of them. This is 14-year-old Jeremiah Carter. The other teen is identified as 16-year-old Jamari Smar. Now, police have yet to, they've not offered a possible motive for the shooting. The department's news conference is set for 11:30 this morning, and Fox 5 will be there.
And another shooting that left 2 people dead. We're learning the 3rd victim, who survived, now has a long road to recovery, all because he's now left with just one eye. 20-year-old Landon Skinner's family says the man police have charged with shooting him and 2 others was his best friend. This week, surgeons removed Skinner's left eye. Yesterday, his uncle spoke with us while visiting a makeshift memorial set up in the parking lot where that shooting happened.
It's been pretty devastating, and he has a very small child that's 2 years old. And the night this incident happened, my wife and I were babysitting for him.
Landon's GoFundMe has collected more than $3,000 of its $10,000 goal.
And GoFundMe pages for the 2 men killed, 22-year-old Clayton Adams and 19-year-old Dylan Bentley, have raised more than $21,000. We have links for those posted on our website with this story. That's fox5atlanta.com. Atlanta police are searching for a man accused of threatening to kill Chick-fil-A employees before taking cash from the drive-thru register.
Good day's Kim Leffler joins us now with all the details. Good morning to you, Kim.
Alex, good morning to you. Police say the man got away with about $200. This all got caught on surveillance video. It happened at a Chick-fil-A on MLK Drive Tuesday night.
This is the man Atlanta police say walked up to the drive-thru window at the Chick-fil-A just west of Mercedes-Benz Stadium and threatened employees. According to police, the man said, quote, "You're going to serve me or get ready to die about some chicken." You can see the man reach through the window and take cash from the cash register. He appears to be wearing a dark hoodie and clearly shows no regard for the customer in the car behind him. Police say the man then got away in a silver or light-colored SUV. Police are asking anyone who knows who this man is to give investigators a call.
Tipsters can remain anonymous and could be eligible for a reward of up to $5,000. At the live desk, Kim Leffler for Good Day Atlanta.
All right, Kim, thanks for that.
Assessment.
Yeah, that was some concerning news that came out yesterday. I can say that Fox News did review this FBI bulletin that was sent out to local agencies in California. And it's important to note that this information that was included in there was all unverified and unvetted. Now, that might sound odd that the FBI was sending this to local partners without, really strong information, but it's actually very common practice for the FBI to share even preliminary information with local partners just out of an abundance of caution. So all that to say, what the warning entailed is they had some initial threats that Iran was possibly going to launch drones from a boat off the coast of the United States, and they were going to be targeting California. California's governor, Gavin Newsom, says there is no imminent threat. It does not appear that this was a credible threat, so people in California can rest easy on that one.
No, certainly good news there. Rebecca Castor live for us this morning in Washington, D.C. Rebecca, thank you. We're going to dig a little bit more deeper into that. Domestic security concerns continue as a new document showed that the Iranians plan to attack on American soil or retaliate on American soil. The FBI issued that alert last month, warning local law enforcement of potential Iranian drone strikes in California. That's according to those reports that Rebecca just mentioned. The confidential alert said Iran Wednesday that he was aware of the potential threat.
Investigated, but you have a lot of things happening, and all we can do is take them as they come. And the war itself is being prosecuted as well as anybody has ever seen, and this is other countries telling me too. Big countries, powerful countries, they said they've never seen anything like it. And they also agree with what I'm doing. They say it's an evil country, and it's been for 47 years that way.
The president went on to say that
part of about 3 hours. They no longer have radar. They don't have anti-aircraft equipment. They don't have anything. Their missiles are down 90%. Their drones are down 85%. We're blowing up the factories where they're made left and right. And frankly, nobody has ever